Yo guys, it's Mr. Coolcop200 and welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to be upgrading the PC that you saw in one of the other episodes. If you want to see that, click the link right now. In this episode we're going to be putting an Intel Core i7-4770K into the motherboard, which we'll be replacing because we need Intel LGA 1150 socket, so we'll be changing the ASRock one out for an Asus H87 Plus motherboard, which does have the compatibility for this processor. Everything else will be leaving the same, so thanks for watching and we'll get on with it.
Okay, so the first thing we need to do is do a test bench, is what it's called, outside of the case. So we've got the motherboard, and if you're using an Intel chipset, then you're going to have to press this little lever here, press it down and just pull it kind of like away from you if you're doing it the way I am, or just towards the RAM slots here, or towards the 24-pin connector here. It'll all depend on your motherboard, but push it away from the way that it kind of like goes inwards here, and then just pull it back, and then that's nice and simple like so. And then what we're going to do is open the processor from here and grab it by the ends. Do not grab it by the bottom here, grab it by the ends, and the ends only. Okay, so there's little notches on the processor. You need to find the little notches on the motherboard socket. Once you've found the little notches, they are usually towards that side of the board, away from the PCI Express lanes, and you kind of just need to line it up. Sometimes there is a little triangle here, which you might have to line up with a little triangle on the board, but then in this case it's little notches. So you're just kind of gonna just lower it in. Once it's lowered in, just give it a little tiny wiggle. Do not wiggle it too much, just to make sure it's in. You need to flap the processor thing back, and just do that. Okay, so there's a series of problems going wrong here. My battery's running out, my car's running out, loads of things are happening. But next we need to install the cooler for the CPU. Now, if you're using an aftermarket heatsink fan, then you might need to look on another tutorial to do so. But we're just using the stock fan. So just take the fan out carefully. Do not touch the the bottom here, because that is thermal paste and helps keep it cool. And if it overheats, then that's not going to be very good. So what you're going to do is you're just going to lift the board up a little bit, and you're going to orientate it so the little plug, which you actually need to pull out, make sure the little plug is out, but make sure it's kind of orientated so that it will go into the CPU fan header, which is here. It may be somewhere else around there, but make sure it'll go in and there isn't too much extra wire everywhere. And what you're going to do is you're going to lift the board up a little. Find the little holes and just kind of line them up, and then just rest it on there. Okay, so once you've done that, you just need to push these in. Lifting the board up, you just need to push the little pins in. They will make a little clicking noise. So then we need to take the little header here and find the little fan header that it should say CPU fan or CPU header or something like that. And then just make sure it's all lined up. Make sure there's two little nibs, like things that stick out, and then there's a little nudge thing there. I don't know what you call it. Right there. You just line those up. Make sure the pins don't bend. So once we plug the CPU header in, we next need to do the RAM. So here's our G-Skill RAM. There's 8 GB of it in 2 sticks, so 2 by 4 GB. Now for this bit you might need to check your manual, because you need to find out which slots they go in. If you've got 4 sticks, then don't worry, you just stick 4 sticks in all slots. If you've got 1 stick or 2 sticks, or even 3 sticks, then you'll need to consult your manual. But otherwise, you just take off the flip back the little switches that correspond to the correct slot you want. Kind of like line them up and make sure the little notch on the actual RAM lines up to the notch on the motherboard. Just line it up and just push it in. And just push it in. You might need to lift the board up for this so it doesn't damage the surface you're using it on. And just push them in until the little switches click in. So once they've clicked, you might need to give them a little bit of help if it's gone all the way and they're still not clicking. You can do the second box, which is what you should use it on, because it's there's no chance of any static being transferred, and there we go, and just plug it, push it in until you see the little tab here just going away, and that's about it for there. So now we actually need to test it, so let's get on with that. Okay, so now that we've plugged everything in, we've got everything set up, we've got the 24-pin power supply in and the 4-pin eATX 12-volt in, and we've plugged the CPU fan in, and we've got the graphics card in and the RAM in. We can now do a test boot. So what we have to do is we have to turn on our power supply, and then next to the speaker there are other pins. What you're looking for in your manual is when it says PWR, standing for power, and ground. They should be next to each other, and what you can do is take a screwdriver, and then what you're going to do is just touch them just quite quickly, not too long, and if everything turns on, it should be okay. There we go, everything's on, the fans are working, and we get one beep. We should get another if... Yep, that means the BIOS has started up, and it's saying, oh, there's nothing to boot from, please select a boot device. So we're just going to do exactly the same thing. This time we're going to hold it for a little longer. There we go, and once all the fans have stopped spinning, we can turn the power supply off, and now we know that everything is working. We can unplug the 12-volt eATX and the 24-pin
Okay, so thanks for watching the video. If you made it to the end, give the video a like rating. You may notice that some of the shots there were from the How to Build a PC episode. That was because I had to do them both in one, because I couldn't replace it and then take it out and then put it back in for the PC build. So I just decided to do the 2 videos in one. So I hope you enjoy that. In the next episode, we're going to be putting a new PSU in it, and we're going to be moving the whole system over to a Corsair 750D. So thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like rating, subscribe for more videos, and I will see you on the next video. Goodbye.